Are we live? Good rising, good rising. Today is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I am Tayla Andre, and I just came from court, actually. So I'm at the Forest Hills, parked in the little court parking lot. And, you know, the way my mind works, first and foremost, one of the things that I learned today is that you can get a ticket. You can get a ticket, and you can be found guilty for not stopping at a stoplight even when it's yellow. So it does not have to be red. If you don't stop for a yellow light, legally you can be given a citation. Didn't know that. Now I know knowing's half the battle. Maybe I should delete this video in case anything ever happens. But the reason why I wanted to go live is because I want to show you guys something. So what you see to my left is Forest Hills, right? What's in front of us now is that was High Park Ave, and what is this, Washington Street? So this apartment building right here, this one right here, as well as the one that will be built down the street next to English High, will most likely be. So let's just assume for a second. Let's assume that 30% will be affordable housing. As we know, according to the BRA, you have to make at least $87,000 in order for you to be considered low income, right? Or affordable housing. So let's say 20% are actual low income. How many apartments do you think are in here? In this building, in this building? You guys can go ahead and type it up if you want. I'd like to see, because my numbers suck. I always got that wrong in school when it came to, like, guess how many cornballs are in here? I have no idea. I have no idea how many apartments are in this one. I have no idea how many apartments are in that one. And I have no idea how many apartments are going to be down the street next to English High. What I do know is that a small percentage is going to be for low to no income. A larger percentage is going to be for affordable housing, $87,000 a year. And the rest is going to be market rate, where a 2-bedroom is going to go for $3,200. All right? Can we agree? If you disagree, please type it here. Now, this section alone is what you see in front of you, what is already constructed, not including what will be across the street from English High, is enough votes to completely alter our political system. What does that mean, Taylor? What are you saying? So let's say, for instance, you don't vote. I don't vote. I don't believe in da-da-da-da-da. My voice doesn't count, right? Well, guess what? The majority of the people who live in these houses, who can afford to live here, are going to believe that their voice counts, and they're going to vote. Just these two apartment complexes, just these two. I'm trying to wait for it to turn around. Just those two apartment complexes is enough. Do you guys remember when Tito Jackson and Charles Yancey's seats were up for election? 5,000 people came out to vote. 5,000 people came out to vote during that time. You don't think for 5 seconds that the lack of our representation at that voting booth is not going to be represented by the people who can and will afford the houses behind me? You think for a second Roxbury is going up? Tito is not going to be the city councilor of Roxbury once all of those housing developments go up, and the people that look like Tito, I love you to death, but we got to keep it reals. All right? Unless we make it mandatory, and the mayor just set aside, what was it? It was like a chump change, $7 million for low income, to save low income. That's bullshit. That's we're not on the radio. That's bullshit. And the reason why that's bullshit is because $132 million going to 42 housing. Like, when I tell you I get the BRA's press releases, I'm looking at these numbers. I'm seeing these apartments, these affordable apartments. They're not affordable. It's BRA affordable. It's HUD affordable. It's, you have to make a minimum of $100,000 affordable. That's why these teachers are out here making $120,000 a year, because that's what you need in order to live in Boston. It's not their fault that they're being paid accordingly and actually stay in the city in which that they teach in. That right there, those apartments right there, And the apartments that are going up in Dorchester, the apartments that are going up in Roxbury, all those are gonna completely alter. When they start voting, you'll see. You'll see, and you'll mark my words and come back to this when you're like, damn, Tayla was right. If y'all don't start voting locally, fine. You don't want to vote for the president, I got you. I get it. But if you don't start voting locally and start getting control of the city hall, start getting control of your state representatives, you're gonna be pissed off. I can't vote for you. I can't yell for you. Y'all gotta do something. Look at this. Them shit's gonna be beautiful. Oh, and by the way, I was told by somebody who works in the BRA that when they make your affordable housing, not affordable, low income, your low income apartment does not look like the affordable. The affordable doesn't look like market. So while we're over here talking about equity, how about we talk about equity across the board, where you don't give me a bullshit half-ass apartment that you put half the money into because I'm low income. If equity is all means all, then it means all means all. It means give me my money. I want the apartment that everybody else has. If it's low income, it's low income. That doesn't mean I have low standards. I'm not even talking about me personally. I'm just talking about if it should be equal across the board, period. I'm frustrated. I'm aggravated. I'm in Hyde Park. I'm about to go to Zaz. Who wants to meet me there? Some good food. Let me go call them to see if they're even open. You know how they play.